Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel Dynamic Medicos. In this video, I am going to talk about the remedy Causticum. Before we move ahead with this remedy, if you are new to my channel, then please do like and subscribe to my channel Dynamic Medicos. So now let's begin with the remedy. Causticum is made from the freshly cauterized lime of the marble, and the gravestones are also made of the marble, which gives us the connection between the homeopathic remedy causticum and its possible use in ailments from death of the loved ones. So the people who need the causticum are very sympathetic to others. They cannot tolerate any kind of injustice to anyone. Very sensitive people, they apply all their energy to protect their friends and families. Any kind of injustice to him or his family or his friend, he will not tolerate, and he fights actively even against the political party, any authority, for the betterment of the world. Therefore, these people are very courageous. Because of their sensitive and sympathetic nature, these people are often full of cares, and this affects their health and their family or of people they look after. Long standing sacrifices and over exertions on behalf of other may totally exhaust the causticum patient. Another important causative factor for illness of the causticum patient is the death of a loved one. Their sensitive nature is often not able to cope adequately with the loss, and this emotional weakness may then also lead to the illness. There is also anxiety for others and fear that something will happen. Mostly all the causticum patients are very extrovert people. The source for this remedy is in mineral kingdom, and the common name is potassium hydrate, and it was proved by Dr. Hahnemann. The main idea permitting causticum is a gradual paralysis following an initial phase of excessive hypersensitivity and overreactivity. This concept runs through all the levels of causticum's existence at the mental level, emotional level, and the physical level. In general, the primary target of the causticum pathology is the central and the peripheral nervous system. Also, it's used for the locomotor ataxia, myopathy, multiple sclerosis, or myasthenia of the gradual onset. A very characteristic feature of causticum is the paralysis of the local organs. The main characteristic of the causticum throughout this process is that of graduality. It is not a state which comes on suddenly. It takes a long time for the initial overreactivity to invert itself into a state of cramped paralysis of the function. There may be a facial paralysis, paralysis or dysfunction of the esophagus, uncontrolled drooping of the upper eyelids, stammering from dysfunction of the tongue, biting of the cheeks while talking or chewing, dysfunction of the bladder sphincter muscles, and paralysis of extremities. Pain of causticums are very characteristic. There is rawness like an open wood sensation in the bronchitis. There is also chest pain followed by a powerful cough, causing him to hold his chest while coughing. There is also electric like shooting pains. Some physical particular complaints of the causticum. It is a very good remedy for the skin symptoms. There is very particular characteristic, that is warts on the face and on the fingers near the nails. Female complaints menses, there is delayed menarche, menses are late and irregular. The character of the flow is of bright blood, slow, non coagulable, and the flow is only during the daytime. There is great rawness and soreness in the urethra, and leukorrhea may also appear, especially at the night, with the great weakness. There is rheumatic pain which comes after suppressing the skin eruptions. It is aggravated in the clear fine weather. As we know, the causticum is a very good remedy for the paralysis of right sided part, gradually onset, and the paralysis of the single part, for example, face, extremities, vocal organs, ptosis, drooping of the upper eyelids. Patient cannot keep their eyelids open, and there is rawness and soreness in the affected part and rigidity over the flexor tendons. Also, the paralysis of the bladder. There may be either retention of urine or involuntary loss of urine. If the muscles of expulsions are affected, urine is retained, sometimes resulting in the extensive stretching of the bladder wall. Causticum is also very good remedy for the cough, typically a hollow, deep cough of the great force and accompanied with the loss of urine. And there is also a loss of urine will be found with any pressure on the urinary bladder, whether from sneezing, laughing, or coughing. Now let's see the general modalities of the causticum. There is aggravation by the dry cold weather. Exposure to the dry cold weather can immediately affect the nervous system, especially the peripherally. Paralysis may date from exposure to cold, affecting the facial muscle, vocal cords. The rheumatic pains are aggravated by bathing in the cold water, and the rheumatic pains are ameliorated in the wet weather. Drinking cold water ameliorates the gastritis pain and especially the cough. Remedy relationships. Inimical remedy is phosphorus, complementary to the carbo-veg. Thanks for watching the video. If you are new to my channel, then please do like, share and comment this video and subscribe to my channel Dynamic Medicos.